So, your AirPods 4 are giving you trouble, huh? Don't worry, you're not alone. Whether it's pairing headaches, weird sound issues, or just plain old, why won't these things charge moments, we've got the ultimate troubleshooting guide right here. Plus, if you're tired of your mom or grandpa hitting you up for tech support on their new AirPods, now you can just send them this video and hopefully it will address all of their AirPod support needs. Each section of the video is labeled below, so feel free to jump straight into the problem that you need fixed. We'll start off by addressing the most common issue: pairing and connecting the AirPods. If your AirPods are new and you have an Apple device, you can simply open the charging case near your device and wait for the pairing card to appear. Follow the directions on your device and you'll be good to go. If the AirPods are already paired to a device, or you want to pair them to a non-Apple device, you'll need to manually enter pairing mode. You might be looking for a physical pairing button, since that's what older AirPods models had, but you won't find a physical button anywhere on the AirPods 4. Not to worry though, you can still manually pair the AirPods 4 to any device. As some of you probably know, pairing AirPods to a non-Apple device is like being in an Apple family reunion and inviting Android to the party. It works, but you gotta jump through a few hoops first. To start off, make sure the earbuds and case are charged. Then place the earbuds inside the case and open the case lid. Next, double tap the front of the case. You want to tap just below the indicator light for it to register. You'll know that the AirPods 4 have entered pairing mode when the status light turns white. On your device, you can now go to Bluetooth settings and select the AirPods 4 to connect. This process works for pairing AirPods 4 to Android devices, a Windows PC, pretty much anything that supports Bluetooth. If you followed the previous steps and the AirPods still aren't connecting, you may need to reset them. Resetting the AirPods puts them back in their initial state, which prepares them for instant pairing again. To reset the AirPods 4, follow these steps. First, place the earbuds inside the case and open the lid. Double tap the front of the case while the status light is on. Then double tap again when the status light flashes white. Finally, double tap a third time when the status light flashes faster. When it flashes amber and then white, you'll know that your AirPods have been reset. So to recap, to reset the AirPods 4, you need to double tap the front of the case a total of 3 times. Once the AirPods 4 have been reset, you'll want to forget them from your list of Bluetooth devices, then restart the pairing process to pair them to your device again. Even if the AirPods 4 are paired properly, you might run into some other issues. For one, you might find that the auto pause isn't working. If you appreciate the convenience of having your music stop when you take your earbuds out of your ears and then resume when you put them back on, you'll want to make sure that this feature is enabled in settings. Open the settings app on your Apple device, open the AirPod settings, and scroll down to automatic ear detection. Make sure that this is toggled on. If you are still having issues with auto pause, make sure the AirPods are clean so that the sensors aren't blocked. To clean the AirPods 4, start by wiping away any grime with a cloth or paper towel. You can usually remove any earwax from the mesh using a Q-tip. If you have some tough grime to remove, you can dip a toothbrush in some water and lightly brush the mesh components of the AirPods. Blot the earbuds dry with a paper towel and ensure the earbuds are completely dry before placing them in their charging case. Now, there's nothing more frustrating than when one AirPod is on strike while the other is working perfectly fine. To alleviate this issue, you can try a few troubleshooting methods. First, ensure that both earbuds and the case are charged. Sometimes one earbud runs out of juice before the other, which could be why it isn't working. Next, try placing both earbuds in the charging case for 30 seconds. This should allow the AirPods to sync up again. If not, try resetting the AirPods by following the steps that we mentioned earlier. If one AirPod is louder than the other, you probably just need to clean the dirty AirPod, or check your device's audio settings. On an iPhone, go to Settings, Accessibility, Audio Visual, and make sure that the balance slider is centered. If it's off-center, it could cause one earbud to sound louder than the other. If you're having trouble charging your AirPods 4, you can try a few things. First, keep in mind what methods of charging your AirPods actually support. The AirPods 4 only support charging over USB-C. On the other hand, the AirPods 4 with Active Noise Cancellation support both USB-C charging and wireless charging. So if you're having trouble with one method of charging, you could always fall back on the other. If wired charging over USB-C isn't working, the first thing you should try doing is using a different cable and try connecting the cable to a different power source. I know what you're thinking, but this cable works with everything else. Trust me, it happens. Try another cable or switch the outlet. You might be surprised. It's happened to me before. Happens to everyone. If that doesn't work, check for any debris inside the AirPods charging port and see if you can remove it. Just like your old Game Boy cartridges, you might just need to give it a blow. By the way, if you do happen to have the AirPods 4 with active noise cancellation, you can actually charge them using an Apple Watch charging cable or a MagSafe charging cable, though the AirPods won't magnetically snap on. If you want to enable or disable any of the many features that the AirPods 4 have, you'll need to head to the Settings app on your iOS device. You'll want to familiarize yourself with these menus, as they are the key to getting the most out of your AirPods. And they help solve a lot of annoyances that you might be having. Of course, if you have an Android phone, you won't be able to adjust any of these software features. Within the settings panel, you can toggle between noise control modes, adjust controls, toggle personalized volume, conversation awareness, and adaptive audio. You can also set up personalized spatial audio for a more immersive listening experience. In settings, you'll also find head gestures controls, which makes it easier to interact with your AirPods while your hands are tied up. If you don't want your AirPods battery to get worse over time, make sure you also have optimized battery charging toggled on. If you aren't seeing the latest features and functionality, make sure that your AirPods are up to date with the latest firmware. The AirPods are designed to update automatically, though to ensure they install updates, there's a few things to do. First, ensure they're connected to your iOS device and that your iOS device is connected to Wi-Fi. Next, connect your AirPods to a power source. Updates typically happen when the AirPods are charging. Finally, ensure your iOS device has the latest version of iOS installed. Head to Settings, General, Software Update, and make sure you have the latest version. Now, what if you're using your AirPods and people can't hear you clearly during a phone call? It's probably a microphone issue. This is probably a microphone issue. I can't say the word issue. Microphone issue. Okay. Now, what if you're using your AirPods but people can't hear you clearly during calls? This could be a microphone issue. Here's what you can do. First, check that nothing is actually blocking the microphones. Use a soft brush to clean the small holes on the bottom of each AirPod where the microphones are located. Next, check your microphone settings. Go to Settings, Bluetooth, tap the eye next to your AirPods and scroll down to Microphone. Make sure it's set to automatically switch AirPods or manually select which AirPod you want to use. If none of those steps work, try resetting your AirPods as I showed earlier, and this should hopefully resolve any microphone issues. One of the best features of the AirPods 4 is hands-free Siri access, but only when Siri actually responds back. There's nothing worse than saying, "Hey Siri," 5 times and not hearing anything back. I thought we were friends, Siri. You hurt my feelings. If your AirPods aren't responding to "Hey Siri," how rude, or other voice commands, here's what you can do. Make sure that "Hey Siri" is enabled on your device. Go to Settings, Siri, and Search, and check that Listen for Siri is turned on. Next, check your microphone settings, as we showed earlier, to ensure that the microphone automatically switches to your AirPods. AirPods are notoriously easy to lose, but thankfully there are ways to track your lost earbuds. From the Settings app or from within the Find My app on your Apple devices, you can easily locate lost AirPods. The AirPods will show the last location they were connected, and you can play a tone to help you locate an earbud that fell between the couch cushions. You can also track the AirPods 4 case, but only if you have the AirPods 4 with Active Noise Cancellation. While the Settings app offers the most customizability, it's not necessary to dive into it every time you need to adjust something on your AirPods. Instead, open the Control Center on your device to quickly switch listening modes. On an iOS device, swipe down from the top right corner. With music playing on your AirPods, tap the volume bar to open the AirPods Quick Settings. Here, you'll find the option to switch between noise cancelling modes, enable conversation awareness, and enable spatial audio listening modes. On a Mac, you can find the same controls by clicking on the Control Center in the top right corner, clicking on Sound, and then clicking on the AirPods. If you try all of the troubleshooting steps in this video and your AirPods still aren't working, you're going to want to reach out to Apple. When you do get in contact with Apple support, they'll likely ask you for your AirPod serial number. You can find this on the original packaging, receipt, or invoice. But if you don't have any of those laying around, don't worry, you can also check the serial number from your device. On your iOS device, open the AirPod settings and scroll down to locate the model name, model number, serial number, and version. Lastly, a lot of people run into fit and comfort issues with AirPods. I mean, that is to be expected since these have a one-size-fits-all design. Unlike the AirPods Pro 2, these don't come with different sizes of ear tips to fit different sizes of ears. That said, you can find some third-party accessories to help with fit. Make sure to check out this video next, where we highlight 3 must-have accessories for every AirPods owner.